Hey, it's Mr. Haskell, and I'm back again with things you should know by being alive. We're wrapping up the presidents here, so we are going with our 46th president, Joe Biden. So, who was Joe Biden? He took office on January 20th, 2021. He's a Democrat, former vice president under Barack Obama, and a longtime U.S. senator from the state of Delaware. At age 78, he became the oldest president to take office. For his key domestic policies, we can start with the America Rescue Plan in 2021, which was a $1.9 trillion COVID relief package with direct payments to American citizens, to extended unemployment, child tax credits, vaccine funding. We can also look at the Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act in 2021, a bipartisan $1.2 trillion plan to rebuild roads, bridges, broadband, water systems within the United States. We also saw the Inflation Reduction Act of 2022, where we had major investment in clean energy, healthcare subsidies, and IRS enforcement. Student debt relief was an attempted broad student loan forgiveness policy. It was struck down by the Supreme Court, but it continued with smaller targeted relief programs. We had, when he was in office, there was some issues with the economy and inflation. Faced high inflation post-pandemic especially. Job recovery and low unemployment have been countered by public concern over cost of living. So while there were some positives there, the cost of living concerns really overshadowed it. As far as his foreign policy and his standing on a global stage, following the Trump administration, he rejoined the Paris Climate Agreement and the World Health Organization. When it came to positions on NATO and Ukraine, strong supporter of Ukraine after Russia's 2022 invasion, sent billions in aid, and also reinforced a message of NATO unity. In 2021, the Afghanistan withdrawal. This ended America's longest war in history, and the withdrawal was chaotic and heavily criticized after the Taliban quickly regained control of Afghanistan. And when it came to dealing with China and global trade, he maintained a tough stance on China while trying to stabilize trade tensions in that relationship. We need to look at the COVID-19 pandemic response. He oversaw the mass vaccine distribution and he led a major public health campaign to encourage vaccination. He ended national emergency status concerning the pandemic in 2023 as pandemic conditions vastly improved. He promoted science-based guidance, although he faced a great deal of resistance on mandates. Other key actions and issues during his presidency, he nominated Ketanji Brown Jackson, and she is the first black woman on the Supreme Court. When it came to gun reform, he signed limited bipartisan gun safety legislation in 2022. After Roe v. Wade was overturned in 2022, Biden advocated for federal protection of abortion rights. Congress never came around to passing it. As far as climate policy went, he pushed electric vehicle incentives, clean energy tax credits, and emission reduction goals. And border and immigration as a plank in his platform, he was criticized for both lax enforcement and tough policy reversals compared to the previous administration. And this had led to ongoing challenges at the U.S. and Mexico border. His legacy so far, I mean, we're too close to his administration to really look at it through a deep lens of history, but Biden did run as a healer and an institutionalist, someone that was inside the game. His goal was to aim to restore political norms after Trump's first term. He faced criticism over his age and his communication style, if you know the corn pop references. But yet he was praised for bipartisan wins and some depth to his policies. The 2024 election campaign is going to overshadow it, where he threw his hat in the ring only to withdraw late in the game, which then led the Democratic Party to put forward Kamala Harris, his vice president. So if you've liked what you've heard and you'd like to follow, I'd appreciate that. Please share or add comments, and I appreciate you guys watching the videos and the support. Thanks again.